You know what? Shaq is a fool, and he was one of my favorite people in this film. He was pretty damn funny. He was so funny that he almost made me forget about Kazam. Almost. Hey everyone, it's Sharana from Pay or Wait, and today I'm going to be reviewing Uncle Drew, which was directed by Charles Stone III, who is responsible for movies such as Paid in Full, Mr. 3000, Drumline, and it stars Kyrie Irving as Uncle Drew and Laurel Howery as Dax. And basically, Dax is trying to get a team together for the Rutgers tournament, which is a basketball tournament that offers a cash prize of $100,000, okay? And so he has a great chance of winning it with the current team that he has until his longtime childhood rival, Mookie, played by Nicolas Crowe, basically steals his team from right under him, and he is left at square one to go find a new team when he runs into Uncle Drew, this old school basketball player who is the myth, the legend, okay, can beat anybody with a ham sandwich in one hand and still dunking on them in the other hand, okay, y'all? So basically, they make a deal that Uncle Drew would help him form a team, but it has to be a team of his choosing. And from then on, they set out to find this new team, which is basically a team of older basketball players who are played by some legends. You have Shaquille O'Neal, you have Reggie Miller, Nate Robinson, then you have Lisa Leslie, and Reggie Miller. I'm just like, they had everybody in this film. And what I have to say is that where this film does right is focusing on these legendary basketball players who are playing older characters, and they're absolutely hilarious. Now, a fun fact of how Uncle Drew got started was there used to be these commercials that Kyrie Irving did as Uncle Drew with Pepsi, but the original idea came when Kyrie Irving was watching some old videos of this old man who used to skateboard, and he would do these cool tricks and just walk away like it's just normal for this old man to be skateboarding like this. And so that's how he came up with the concept of Uncle Drew, who is this legendary basketball player who basically refers to anyone younger than him as young blood. And he created some short films where he wrote and directed them. And then it kind of led to his idea of where he wanted to turn Uncle Drew into a feature film. So for what I liked about this movie, as I said, where this movie gets it right is focusing on these NBA legends and the fun that they're having in this movie. I have to say the standouts for me would be Chris Webber, who plays Preacher. He's this pastor who used to be a basketball player. And there's this scene in this baptism scene, I was just like, y'all are doing too much, but it was absolutely hilarious. And also, too, Shaquille O'Neal, he's big fella. Shaquille O'Neal is already funny. You already know he ignorant, okay? But I actually really enjoy him in this film. And one of the most enjoyable parts about these characters, these NBA players turned actors, is that they're having a good time. And they're doing a damn good job with this film, with the comedy, with the acting as these old timers, and then even throwing in their basketball skills into it. This is where I had the most fun. And what I have to say, what made it even better, what upped the ante for me, was their use of jokes about real life. So there would be a joke like, pass the ball, Kobe. And it's just funny because it's Shaq saying it, you already know like the backstory between all of that. And so I think that's what made the movie even better, is the fact that you can take things that happen to them in their real life and kind of turn it into a joke. And that also goes for the other characters like Laurel. I enjoy his character as kind of this like awkward guy who is the love for basketball, but never felt like he truly looked the part of a basketball player, and even like the obstacles that he had to overcome with his childhood rival and how he tried to get into his head and how he took his team. I actually liked his underdog character, and I think that there's a bright future for Laurel. Like, he was the best part of Get Out, y'all, and I just thought that he did a great job in this movie. Now, what I will have to say is there were two people who I felt needed a little bit more, and that would have to be Nicolas Crowe, who played Mookie, his childhood rival. He just didn't do it for me in this film. He just wasn't, it was missing something. I just don't know, but I only found just a few of his lines to be actually funny. And I also felt as though they could have gave Tiffany Haddish a little bit more to do. She tried to make the most of it, but even her character kind of fell flat for me. She had a few funny moments because it's Tiffany Haddish, but I was just like, y'all had a great cast. Like, y'all had good people. I just wanted to see a little bit more from certain characters. But if you're going into this movie as a true basketball fan, as someone who just wants to watch a movie to have fun, that has a message. Like, I would have to say Kyrie Irving did a very good job as Uncle Drew. Like, he has comedic moments, but he also played kind of a serious character who has the heart and holds the entire team together. And he kind of gave some like inspirational lines and things like that. And I was just like, okay, Kyrie, let me find out that you know how to act too. So I feel as though that if you're a true basketball fan and you didn't watch a couple of 30 for 30 so you can get all these jokes that are happening in this movie, and if you have kids with you as well, I think this is a great and fun family movie. I still wanted a little bit more from this movie, but I know I'd be too hard on films, y'all. I be listening to y'all comments. I read them. I know. So I'm still going to say that you should go pay to see this movie in theaters. Now, my name is Shriner from Pay or Wait. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I will see you soon.